one of the solutions for this not to happen again is to go back to some of the things you were doing in Game 2 with LeBron and Wade, trying to post up more a little bit and go into the paint?
Well, I think we did a pretty decent job of getting into the paint. We just didn't capitalize. I mean, you have to give credit to their defense. They played a great defensive game. They gave us a lot of different looks, and we just weren't really able to turn the corner. We missed a lot of shots, missed a lot of open shots, missed some layups, and every time we missed, the thing that really hurt was they converted. We didn't play very good defense tonight, obviously, so that's what it's about. We can't really put it too much on the offense.
Right here.
Chris, you just talked about defense. Spo was out here talking about defense. What in specific went wrong for you guys defensively? Dwyane talked about trust issues as well on that end.
Well, I mean, we had some instances where we didn't close the shooters. Neal and Green lit us up pretty good tonight. I think they were comfortable all game. I think that's pretty obvious when you look at the stat sheet. But even then, we didn't contain them very well. We had a few pump fakes. We were really jumping up in the air, and then our help on the backside wasn't as quick as it normally is. And, we were a step slow tonight, which is really unacceptable for us. But we just have to take it on the chin and move on and try to get the next game.
John in the back left.
Chris, can you remember playing in a series, a big series such as this one, where the role players seem to be having as big or bigger an effect on the outcomes than the quote-unquote stars? I mean, you look at Neal and Green tonight, Mike and Mario for you in Game 2. It just seems like those are the ones that are really making the difference.
Well, I mean, I think if you look at every series in the past in basketball, the role players are going to have big series, even if the best players out there, the superstars and everything, are really getting their regular numbers, having big games. You usually have role players that are usually doing what they're supposed to do. The Spurs, they're spread out. They have a lot of guys who can do a lot of things. They're very unselfish, and they move the basketball very well, and those guys were really aggressive. And, like I said before, we didn't do a very good job of running them off of the three-point line. They pretty much got everything they wanted tonight, which is a very dangerous game to play, in particular with this team.
Ethan in the back.
Ethan Skolnick, Palm Beach Post. Chris, you guys were the most efficient offensive team in the league during the season, and yet it seems like they're daring you guys to take outside shots. Are you surprised at all by the strategy that they've taken to just basically pack the paint the whole series?
I'm not too surprised. I've seen it before. I think we've seen situations like this where, just like you said, they're daring us to take shots. I mean, sometimes we're going to have to step up and knock those down with confidence. We just have to really get a better feel for the game, because guys, unless you make them pay for going under screen and rolls and playing so packed into the paint, they're always going to stay there. And we took some outside shots. We just didn't hit them. We just have to go to the drawing board, really see what kind of schemes that they're running, and really give ourselves confidence to play no matter what coverage they have.
Michael.
Chris, considering how evenly matched these teams are you sort of surprised that the last two games have been played to such extremes? And what do you expect for the rest of the series based on the trend that's already been developed?
I would like to predict the future, act up like I'm a smart guy up here, but I don't know. I wouldn't think that I thought we would play a much better game tonight. I expected a close game, of course. We expected them to respond, and they did. They responded way better than we thought, and we didn't. So just moving forward, I think, it's a difficult feel to get with the rhythm of this series. It's been a very odd series so far, and I'm sure it's going to continue to be just as crazy as the last 6 days have been.
Joe, couple of rows back.
Joe Goodman, Miami Herald. Chris, you and LeBron combined to go 4 of 17 from mid-range. Is it just a matter of confidence at this point, or what else could you guys do to kind of spark some offense inside the paint?
Well, I mean, we had some opportunities in the paint. We didn't capitalize as much as usual. But the mid-range, you practice them and you shoot them in the game. I mean, it's not much of a science to it. I think I missed like 5 straight shots in the beginning of the game. I couldn't believe it. But, you know, those are the shots that are there. I will continue to take those. And it's really just all about confidence. I think you have to step into it, be aggressive, shoot the basketball without thinking, and, you know, make or miss, move on to the next play.
Last 2 questions here in the middle.
Mark Schwartz, ESPN. Chris, LeBron mentioned after the game that he didn't get to the free throw line. That's the first time that's happened since 2009. What do you make of the fact that he wasn't even at the line one time tonight?
I mean, he didn't get to the line. That's pretty much it. It's really hard to tell during the course of the game what's going on. But like I say, you have to give credit to their defense. You know, they're a very good team, 2 best basketball teams in the league, you know, playing for a championship, and they're going to have certain things that they're going to try to do. I don't think they expect to keep LeBron off of the line totally, but that's a huge part of our game. But no matter what happens, we just have to continue to push forward, trying to get there, making that a relative point in our game plan. And if they continue to really pack that paint, we move the ball, we swing it, we take shots if they're there, and eventually they'll step out. Then we can kind of get more to our game a little bit.
Given how tough it's been for LeBron offensively in 3 games, do you sense at all that perhaps he has lost some confidence in himself?
Absolutely not. You know, he's the best player in the world. That's a proven fact. He's going to have to play better if we want to win this series. We're going to have to play better. The coaches have to coach better. It's just an all-around effort, and we're going to help him get to where he needs to go. But individually, I don't think confidence is an issue. He's just going to really just move on from this game, and we have confidence in him that he's really going to play a lot better along with all of us.
Last one in the middle.
Chris, Emilio Perez, TAP Deportes. I want you to be very sincere with us. You always have been with that way with the media. How can you grade your performance so far in the series until now, from 1 to 10?
2 to 1 as the series right now. You know, anytime you don't win, of course you want to be critical of yourself, but I don't think now is the time to really grade ourselves. You know, we can give ourselves an easy F tonight, you know, but it's the reason why you play series. You really just have to stay even. You have to really keep your head. And we just have to do the things that got us here, keep trusting each other, and make sure the rest of the games from here on out are all 10s.
Thanks, Chris.